How do you hide an entire military harbor from bomber planes? You don't build walls. You don't use smoke screens. You hire a stage magician. 1941, the Suez Canal was in danger. Hitler wanted to choke the British Empire. Alexandria Harbor was the primary target. Every night, Nazi bombers rained fire. The British were desperate. Then came Jasper Maskelyne, a famous illusionist from London. He joined the military. He told the generals, "Give me magic, and I will win this war." They laughed, but they had no choice. They put him in charge of a secret unit. They called them the Magic Gang, not soldiers. They were chemists, architects, painters, and counterfeiters. Their mission? Hide Alexandria Harbor. The problem? It was 3 miles long, packed with battleships, impossible to cover. Jasper smiled. If you can't hide it, move it. He didn't hide Alexandria. He built a fake one, 3 miles away, at Marriott Bay, a barren desert. The gang went to work. They built fake docks, fake buildings, fake lighthouses. They even made fake anti-aircraft flashes. From the sky, it looked identical, but the real magic was the lighting. When the air raid siren sounded, they turned off every single light in Alexandria and turned on the fake harbor lights. The trap was set. The Luftwaffe pilots looked down, blindingly confident. They saw the glowing lights of a harbor. To them, it was Alexandria. Ships, warehouses, ready to burn. They opened the hatch. The command was given, drop. Ton after ton of steel and fire fell from the sky directly into Marriott Bay. The desert exploded. Huge pillars of fire tore through the empty sand dunes. But Jasper's trick wasn't over. He knew the pilots would watch the damage. So, the Magic Gang ignited hidden fuel barrels to simulate direct hits on battleships. From above, the Germans celebrated. They believed they were destroying the British fleet. Night after night, for 3 solid weeks, Hitler's bombers destroyed empty sand. Meanwhile, just 3 miles away, the real Alexandria was dead silent, untouched. Not a single bullet hit the real battleships. The illusion was flawless. When intelligence reports reached Berlin, the Nazi high command marked it as a total victory. But Jasper Maskelyne was already planning an even bigger illusion. He didn't just want to hide a harbor. He wanted to make the Suez Canal disappear. The canal was a massive target. Miles of open water, visible from space. How do you hide a river from pilots using advanced searchlights? You use mirrors. Jasper invented the whirling lighthouses, a system of rotating mirrors that projected a blinding wall of pulsating light straight into the sky for miles. When the enemy pilots approached, they didn't just see darkness, they were blinded. The pulsating light caused severe disorientation. They lost control of their instruments. They couldn't see the canal. They couldn't see the land. They were flying blind in a vortex of glare. Nazi bombs were dropped randomly across miles of empty desert, miles away from the target. The Suez Canal remained perfectly safe. The Empire's lifeline was saved. By the end of the war, Jasper Maskelyne had saved thousands of lives without firing a single bullet. Only pure, brilliant deception. Word of Jasper's massive success spread through the top-secret circles of the Allied command. General Montgomery himself noticed the magician. He needed a miracle for the ultimate battle. The place was El Alamein. The mission: fool the desert fox, Erwin Rommel. Montgomery planned a massive assault in the north, but he needed Rommel to think it was coming from the south. Jasper smiled. If you can't hide a tank, make it look like a truck. The Magic Gang went to work. They built the Sun Shield. A simple canvas and wood structure placed over a massive British tank. From the air, Hitler's reconnaissance planes saw only harmless supply trucks. Over 1,000 tanks were hidden in plain sight, right under the enemy's nose. But in the south, where nothing was happening, Jasper built a fake army, thousands of dummy tanks made of painted burlap and inflatable rubber. They even built a fake pipeline using empty fuel cans, making it look like the attack was weeks away. Rommel took the bait. He deployed his strongest divisions to the south, waiting for a ghost army. Then, on October 23rd, the trap snapped shut. The British tanks in the north tore off their canvas covers. The real army unleashed hell. Rommel's forces were completely blindsided. The desert erupted in chaos. It was a decisive turning point in World War II. The Ghost Army had won the day. When the war ended, the official records of Jasper's exploits were classified. The British government locked the files away for 50 years. Jasper Maskelyne returned to the stage, but the world had moved on. He died in obscurity, his greatest illusions known only to a few. But history remembers the man who fought a war with smoke and mirrors. He proved that sometimes the most powerful weapon in battle is a brilliant mind.